Welcome back, YouTube. We are continuing MSQ. We are getting into Heaven's Ward. I am currently IRL doing a 24-hour fast. So I'm going to try without coffee, without tea, without food, try to muster energy enough so that this isn't completely boring. So bear with me if it is for the next few videos. But here we go, continuing MSQ. I believe we're speaking with Wataru. So here we go. Just surveying the room right now. I need the microphone closer. Tataru is conspicuous by her absence. I mean, yeah, I would agree as well. Lamin. Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Hmm. I think I need to have a filter on the mic. I don't think I'm going to use it so you can actually pick up what I'm saying. I think the filter is doing too good a job. All right, where is Tataru? All the way over there. What's going on, Tataru? Oh, Amesk, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing, exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Minfilia before things get any worse. You always know what to say. I'm glad we had this little chat. She is overwhelmed. There's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. She's just one little Lala. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Amesk made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest, but I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers at the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder, and I thought it was Harry. Oh, I think it's his brother. And Colton have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors, and so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself and others. More importantly, when I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. That's cute. Oh, she's got the look of determination. Whoa, hey. That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help? Hesitant. Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh, yes. Pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind, of course, wink wink, be assigned to our party. Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks. I take my leave of you. Oh, there's two. There's an unexpected ambition, which I think is Tatsuru's thing, and then where we are needed, which is Hoary Boulders. Okay, first up, the power to defend oneself. Hmm. Tatsuru has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall Urianger mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I am not alone in my concern for her safety. To Lominsa. Okay, and then now for Hori Boulder. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hori Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I think I'm also losing my voice, by the way, so we'll see how much I can get through. Well, I am sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now, I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, and that escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents. But I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this manner? Generous to a fault. I thank you. Now, it seems only fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employers' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Ori Boulder and Coltonor were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, we know all this. Why are we rehashing this? What is this filler? We know this. We just went. Hence my need to impose upon your good. Yes, we were in the room and we just spoke of it prior to this sentence. You truly are a pillar of strength. Ori Boulder will share with you the details of your task. I'm hangry. God damn it. Like we just talked about it. For frick's sake, man. Mask, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Zah! What did I tell you, Coltoned? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Mask, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. He is waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Amesk. In spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. Alright, I guess we can complete these in order of which we acquired them. So let's go to the Arcanist Guild. Let's go check on... Let's check on Tataru. Is background music on? It is now. Wait. Hello. Aw. I never knew that Tataru... I never knew this. Mask, what are you doing here? I just thought she was always a secretary. I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here. Don't you see? Tataru Taru shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress Whoever's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. Okay, and then we're going to speak with... I'm going to assume is the Arcanist guild leader up here. Thought it didn't have an up arrow on the icon, but it had a down arrow for Tataru. Make up your mind. Greetings, and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? So, you are acquainted with our newest member. I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be ideally suited for the study of Arcanuma. Nevertheless, she would not be denied, and goes now to undertake her first trial, a simulated inspection of 3 crates. A simple task, some might say, but one all Arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me. Why not supervise Tataru's training? You are clearly an accomplished adventurer, and given your relationship with the girl, you seem an ideal person to have on hand. The trial will be conducted at the cliff south of Zephyr Gate. You need only observe at a distance. Oh, that's literally right outside. Okay, and this is down here. Surveying. She's just singing it. I'm not singing this song. Oh, are those crates I spy? And this must be the true test. But we're ready for him, aren't we, Carbuncle? I mean, she can summon a Carbuncle. That should be proof of enough that she can be an Arcanist. Did the Carbuncle just run it? That's on the Carbuncle. That's not on Tataru, I think. Uh-oh. Well, that's not fair. Ooh, come back, Carbuncle. Come back. I should have known you'd come. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Betrayed by my own Carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress whatever her face is of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanuma. So much else is beyond me. We really couldn't help her in any way? I feel like there's more we could have done. Anyways. Ah, back so soon. How fared our fledgling Arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress whatever your name is. Abysmally, as MSQ will testify. I was wrong to become an Arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strength in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanuma. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. That's what I'm saying. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? You are too kind, Mistress. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. I hope Tatsuru does become like a full-fledged Arcanist and stuff. As fetching as these garments are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stones without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Wonderful! Then to Costa del Sol, and we will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Kidding me? We love Costa del Sol. Let's go. This whole block is just going to be running errands, I feel like, between Tatsuru and Hori Boulder's quest. Aw, look at her. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Wench told me to look. There is a certain variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. What are you getting at, Tatsuru? What are you getting at? What fortune? I've already found one. Would you be so kind as to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Got a bad feeling about this, Jim. I don't know who Jim is. Morgar. Like rar. Yeah, that would have fucked Tatsuru right up. This guy's got a lot of health. Come on. Which does more? Potency, they're both a potency of 100. This one restores HP. This one increases damage dealt. Nice. Well fought. Well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. So named for the reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people, in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamin waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the scions in the limits and markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Okay, stop being so damn cute, please. Go away. Oh. 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 Interesting. What is this smirk for, girly girl? Okay, before we go back, all right, let's now continue with our task. We're going to do the Black Shroud. Camp Track will help this hoary boulder. At last, the Scion's man deigns me to grace me with his. Excuse me? A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. You're lucky I'm even here, bro. How about you go by your goddamn self? Like, actually upset right now. Our first destination is Isamhar. Come, we are late enough. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you when we get there. Just so everybody knows. Where are we going? We have somebody to slap. Let's go, y'all. Talking about grace you with our presence. We're already late as it is. Be freaking happy you even have an escort. Oh, I forgot to slap him. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I'll require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please say, okay, you're a pompous little, what are you, alpha node? Hang on. Slap. Slap. Slaps the shit out of target. You little pompous prick. I see we have both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though if I could make one suggestion, I don't care. Now then, Snake Mountain waits. I'm not even gonna dignify that with reading your stupid whatever advice you want to give us. You can kindly jump off the cliff you see next. Talk about offer advice. Finish what the hell you're doing here. You'd be in heaven's ward right now. That I'm taking around this freaking ding dong. Ungrateful bastard. Right about here, yes. As before, I would ask that you keep an eye out. Just let him kill you. Be honest. Be everything. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected, though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given a superstition, but there is a queer, almost blasphemous era hereabouts. Let us quit this place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. I'm just gonna teleport. Fly there, but we ain't wasting time. As before, my guardian, pray leave to me to my tasks and keep me safe, because I'm a little prick. I wonder. Y'all do some AoEs. Oh my god, yes! 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 Oh man. Can't actually get hit. Right, he's getting hit in spirit. How about that? It's unfortunate. We could have got him. Yes, because I want to target every single enemy except the one right in front of me. I am so sorry for complaining like this. This data should prove invaluable, so... Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoises while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothing reeking of blood and whatever the hell word I choose to say because I'm a pompous prick. I need to stop. I shouldn't have recorded. This is a bad idea. Should have waited till tomorrow when I could eat. You chose to paddle in the Icar. Okay, I'm not. No, fuck this guy. Fuck this piece of shit. He needs additional measurements for his assessment, is what the last paragraph said. Next survey, we're going to escort him to Earth's font. The ambient aether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, I'm not going to flatter you. Rather flatten you. Oh. Alright, we'll see you when we get there. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Yes, I know what to do. Protect your scrawny ass. Your sorry ass. Oh, he dies in this cutscene. Let's go! Yes, quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. The presence of a primal account for the difference, or is there something else? I was really hoping something would spawn and kill him. Odin, just take him out. Something else. Scion, come here. Oh my god, yes? Dream come true? Does he get taken out? Oh shit. Oh shit, that's real. No, that's Wilfred. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. I think that's Wilfred. There you are, Mask. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Gutted like a hog. But not by one, no. These wounds were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. I've heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilfred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Amask. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The Intestinate will want to know what happened here. And so do I. Alright, now we can turn in 2 quests for the price of 1. Let's turn in this one. Welcome home. I gather you found Tatu and Limsa. My. It sounds as though she had quite an adventure. And while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Well... Yeah, actually, yeah. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. You are returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? Wilfred's dead. Wilfred? Dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alpha Note at once. He will want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wilfred's family. He was just a boy. Who would do this and why? Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. That was winded. Bro, that was winded, Minfilia. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean Alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds, we have fought and won. But the primal still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broke in on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbrinda. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tatura and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smudge out of the fragrant chamber. There's Riel. Off to the big soiree. Raise a glass for me, yeah? Or not. You don't look too pleased. Something on your mind. Yeah, Wilfred's death. By the Navigator, Wilfred's dead? Gods damn it! They must know they've been rumbled. Sod it. 'Tis past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to thinking about where certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around, on the quiet, and sure enough I found it. Seems a fair bit of coin's been made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. Daft name for a business if I ever heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the bloody Bribery Consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taken to Legi's coin. But now we know as some of what the fuck does that say? But now we know as some of them are? I don't want to slap Rio, but I might slap Rio. I wager me right eye they're the ones that what did for Wilfred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Teleji hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's clever than this. So we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that, you have my word. And a mask. Mind yourself when you're an old huh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind what'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Keel Hall. Alright, so we are headed to to the Chamber of Rule. Alright, we've got Ishtola, Thancred, Ida, Papalimo, and Minphalia. We have been waiting for you, Amesk. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. What? We will go on ahead. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. The heck? Give my regards to Momodi, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. I haven't had anything to do with Momodi in ages. What's going on here? Feels like a ploy to get me away from the banquet, if you ask me. Sus. Jump on your tables, jump on your tables. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a crystal brave by the name of Alian, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Well, anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. She said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the coffer and coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking these words. Really touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. It's unfortunate. Coffin and coffin, huh? Right, we're lying in wait. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon but see no sign of Alian. We lie in wait further. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Sikhern and the buzzing of Sifrids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Hear footsteps. A mask, is that you? What brings you out this way? Laurentius, once traitor to the Twelveswood. Lieutenant Alian? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the cities and environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Old Mask. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here. This is all very sus. Now, I want to trust Laurentius, but it seems we can't. Once a traitor, always a traitor, it seems.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Okay, we're heading back to Momodi. See you in just a sec. I reckoned you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alien. What's the matter? No appetite? This tiny glass container appears to have been used before, but to contain what, pray tell? So she wasn't there, but this was. Looks to me like an alchemist's vial, but beyond that I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Any road, no use worrying about Alien. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was, all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe that while you were away, another message arrived for you? Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems Her Grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on, then. That Oompa Loompa dress.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I shall summon the Warrior of Light.
I am.
There's Lolorito. Oh, I see Emmerich in the background, Lucia, Merle Wibb, Raubon, Connie Senna. Who else is here? Bunch of randoms. Oh, there's Alphanode.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty Warrior of Light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
Don't call me your trusty Warrior of Light. I don't belong to you, you pompous little pretentious prick.
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand.
I don't belong to
requires
your
attention.
Crystal
It's
Braves. I'm not
serious.
your Warrior of Light. Does anybody else feel this way? Please let me know in the comments if you're watching this. Go ahead and hit subscribe. And then let me know in the comments if you too are feeling your feathers ruffled by this little child. Okay, anyways. Oh, we gotta get our butts there. We'll see you in a sec. All right, here we are. Lady in waiting, thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chamber forthwith. Upon proceeding to the Sultana's bedchamber, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright, well, if that be the case, we'll go ahead and end this block here, and we'll just make the entire next video whatever lies in wait for us. So thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing if you're enjoying what you've been seeing. Apologies again for the rants, for the rage, and for my voice going out, but thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.